Beyond Typicals was made in the USA, so it comes with default settings and objects which adhere more toward the United States infrastructure standards. However, international users can utilize the application's customization features to adapt it for their visualizations as well. For starters, you can change the units from imperial to metric with a global setting change. Changing this automatically modifies the section labels, width and height inputs, traffic speed inputs, and other units of measurement throughout the software. Showing traffic on the other side of the road is as simple as flipping the direction with a shortcut or a keystroke. This makes it easy to match driving laws depending on where your project is located. If there are certain vehicles you don't want to see in the moving traffic, you can turn those off with a few clicks. The striping can also be changed from our defaults if necessary. After adding and selecting a stripe, you can adjust the stripe spacing, length, width, and color. Special striping can also be accommodated by applying stripes as assets to the sections and then transforming them. For an example, I can use alternating rotated white stripes to show a no parking zigzag line in this shoulder section. First, I'll add a short white stripe to the repeating asset drop-down menu for the shoulder section. Then I add the stripe to that shoulder as both a primary and secondary asset. I then scale them the same, but rotate them differently, and then space those stripes out so they alternate down the length of the section. The software has many different kinds of photorealistic textures and vegetation and building assets, but we acknowledge we don't have everything. In that case, using our Photo Composite tool can really help you blend your roadway model with real-world photography from any project location. This tool is only available to our Pro subscribers, but it offers so much flexibility to create composite images or videos from all over the world. Pro subscribers can also bring in special 3D objects using the Import Asset tool, which is still in beta. In a separate video, which I've linked in the video description, we show how you can export an OBJ file from SketchUp and import this into your model. This opens up possibilities for specialized elements from all over the world. I want to show an example of bringing in a special pavement marking as an imported asset. I found this speed limit pavement marking symbol in the SketchUp 3D warehouse. First, I downloaded it, then opened it in SketchUp and ensured the surfaces were all textured properly. Then I exported it to an OBJ following the instructions from our other tutorial video. Then, in Beyond Typicals, I can import this asset and click and drag it into the model. You'll see it's kind of flashing here. That's because this is a completely flat object right on the surface. So you're seeing what we call Z-fighting, which is when two textured surfaces are sharing the same space. To fix this, I can easily raise this marking up just a bit so that it's just hovering over the surface of the roadway. So, for our international users, importing assets can be a great way to supplement our library of more than 400 3D objects in Beyond Typicals. This could include buildings, light poles, retaining walls, vegetation, street furniture, special signs, pavement markings, and more. I will note there are some limitations for international users. For starters, our menus are all in English, and we currently don't have a feature that can translate this text to another language. Also, our defaults have all been set based on American standards and can't yet be reconfigured. For an example, the default common lane width is 12 feet, so these would need to be adjusted to match standard metric widths after bringing them into a model. In many cases, it may be easier to create one lane and set its width, then duplicate it, rather than bringing in several lanes that all need to be adjusted. It could also help to create and save your own template files if you find yourself using certain section types and widths frequently with your projects. Another limitation is the moving traffic library. You can't import or add any new 3D assets to moving traffic options. You can only choose from our current moving traffic library, which includes vehicles, people on bikes and scooters, trains, and pedestrians. Also, even though flipping traffic direction is easy, we don't have a way to change which side of the vehicle the driver sits on. Many of these limitations are things we hope to be able to add in future versions of Beyond Typicals, so stay tuned for updates and feel free to leave your feedback on which improvements would be most important for you. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see other helpful videos for Beyondware products. Thanks for watching.